Okay, good evening. It's late, but I wanted to get this made and posted up tomorrow. So, here we go. This is a one signature made from a clasp envelope. I've had comments about this all day. This is a card that my daughter's friend, she fussy cut all this out painstakingly. And then I added this lady who came from a book. Oh, I was going to get that and I forgot. Anyway, a book from the 70s about mothers. And all of the quotes in there were just, they weren't to my liking, but the pictures, those were awesome. So, in my opinion, she is reading something that she has just written, and I'm sure it was a journal. So, there you go. It all is supposed to be there. And then we have some lace on the spine and some ribbon. It's pretty gray ribbon. And then at the top, with the extra ribbon, I've tied on this button. Okay. Since you know I do this one-handed, I've untied already. It's a lace and eyelet closure. And just for something different, I put little knots on the bottom of each of the pieces of lace. Okay. Here we go. There is a book plate that I backed onto some pattern paper and pinking sheared. It's like paper scissors, but it looks like pinking shears around, and then added that because it was pretty, and lace on the front and the back cover. The kit I used was Tsunami Roses excuse me, Charming Fragments kit. I haven't used it for quite some time, so I thought it was time. And it's so pretty. Pretty much everything in here has been coffee dyed except the cardstock and parchment paper. Okay, here we go. I've stamped throughout with my cute little peacock stamp. And here's Tsunami Rose's jars. And stamping on the back. Star paper clip holding this tag that I made with my new stamp. And 3 strips of washi tape. That was pretty. And my splash of red. And then stamped on the back. Here's the index card. And Tsunami Rose Ephemera is a tuck spot for this envelope I've made, with a banner that you can tuck something under if you like. A paper petal that I made. And inside we have a journal card that has a ticket that was a free download off Junk Journal Junkies. And behind it is this tag. And you can write on the back of that also. Some note paper. More of the kit. Gorgeous kit. Here's a quarter doily tuck for this journal card that I've made from my, you know what it is, lined cardstock, goodness. Tsunami Rose Ephemera piece, which I've left open so you can tuck something in there if you like. And then stamped on the bottom. And there's more room, of course, to tuck things in there. And on the other side, we have another one. This time it's her shoe from Tsunami Rose. And you can tuck something behind there. And right on both sides. Here's, I love these corners. Aren't they cool? Simple. You can add more embellishments to it if you like. Here's a tag that I've made with stenciling, stamping, die cut, and embossing all in one tag. Awesome. And some lace trim and stamping on the back. Then we have this, which, let me explain. I went to an estate sale and I found these. this old broken box, and it has cross-stitching patterns for each of the letters of the alphabet, bridge tallies. Here are the little things to cross-stitch onto if you so desire. And then there's just, look at that. I'm set for Christmas, I think. Santa, right? I guess their last name started with an S. Isn't that cool? So anyway, I didn't take the time to cross-stitch in this one. I will though. I'll do that someday. So I put some pattern paper in there and Tsunami Rose flowers. And then, excuse me, it opens up like this and you can journal all through there. Just 1 second. Oh my goodness, let me grab a tissue. So my allergist says it's not allergies, huh? Okay, here we go. Book page from the 1950s. There's more of her kit. You can put a date here. You can write on this part. More peacock, feather, and note pages. Here is a book page from the 1930s. The coronation of King Edward, I do believe it was. I thought it was kind of cool. Got it at an estate sale. You can find the coolest things at estate sales. And books, all they want to do, really, is get rid of them. So sometimes you can find really great books at estate sales. So here we go. I put on this journal card, backed it with dictionary page, and put it on this beautiful pattern paper, which is double-sided. Isn't that pretty? And then I've used a postcard as a pocket for this tag and this tag. Here is an envelope that I've trimmed with pattern paper and this crocheted lace that looks really old. I got a bunch of it at a yard sale. I mean, she was giving it away for $1 each, so really, you can't say no to that. And this journal card is some vintage, look at that, they crocheted around a bric rack. That's so pretty. And an index card, coffee dyed and stamped. More of her beautiful kit. Here is some Edith Holden book page, some flowers that I cut out, and here. More of the kit. Vintage map page. And here I've done a Paula Lemon trifold flip out. That's where I saw it from anyway. Some pattern paper on top, and then 3 little flowers with wings at the top. And then there's some 2 or 3 pages of note page punched together. And then more of that beautiful pattern paper. It's so pretty. Okay, then here's the center of the book. I've done pockets out of the lined cardstock. Nice and sturdy. And this side we have this guest check that I've put some ripped up pattern paper on. And then I have a die cut that does a jar. And I have some vintage paintings in books. And so I took a piece of the book page and I put it through the die cut. And there you go. Isn't that pretty? And then you can journal on the back. And we have a paint chip that I've backed with lined cardstock. And a Tsunami Rose mini file folder that you can journal on. And on this side, we have another guest check. Another paint chip. This is a pretty color one. Goes so well with the ink that I chose for the stamps, I think. And this tag, I was just messing around, so it's like, what is that word? Anyway, stamping and Tsunami Rose, and just my little tassel stamp, and journal in the back. Some more of her beautiful kit, journaling lines. Here we have another trifold flip out with some more pattern paper and the flowers, and some more note paper. This gorgeous. I don't know how she does it, but I'm glad she does. More Edith Holden flowers. This is a butterfly that was on another of her pages, and I baked it and it just kind of baked onto the other page. Kind of cool though. So we'll let it happen. Very pretty. It's the other side of that envelope with some more of that lace from that lovely yard sale. This came from an estate sale, and I put it on a bulb pin, so it was pretty. And then we have a Prima card that I've stamped, and a journal card that I've made with Tsunami Rose ephemera and stamped. Footloose and Fancy Free is a tuck for this journaling booklet. Oops, with Tsunami Rose ephemera and stamped. More of that vintage coronation page and note paper. Tsunami Rose. See, there's the butterfly. And another of those lovely corner tucks. And another tag that I was just playing with. Stenciling, that's the word. Oh my goodness. Stenciling. Another die cut from the same painting book. And 3 heart punches and then some lace trim. And stamped on the back. Half a doily tuck with Edith Holden flowers and some extra paper for journaling. And same on the other side, except a different picture from Edith Holden. It's one of my favorite pages. So colorful. Note paper. Here's another ephemera piece and another envelope that I've made with a banner tuck. Paper petal. Inside we have another ticket, which holds a tag and journal in the back. Another of her beautiful jars. And another tag that I've made, this time using just strips of pattern paper and a butterfly stamp with some lace trim and stamped on the back. And the last page. More lace trim. Just kept it simple on the back. Of course, you can always add another tuck spot, another pocket, whatever you like. And I kept the back simple. And that is my latest. Thank you for watching and have a very good day. Bye-bye.